üdv mindenkinek! Folytatjuk Deus Ex Guide-idet. Félig ezzel a mellékküldivel fogunk itt most foglalkozni.
You looking at something? These assholes try anything.
Give it a rest, huh?
So, Daria was actually talking to you, huh? I could barely get 2 words out of her. What did she say? Did she see anything?
You mean your witness over there? She's not sure yet.
How can she not be sure? Either she saw something or she didn't.
She's scared. She thinks she might be in danger. I told her she'll be fine and that whoever did this would be caught. I'd like to believe that's true.
Sure, so would I. But as you can see, the victim was like you, augmented. That makes things a little more complicated, eh? Being a cop in this city, it's not always about doing the right thing, or about doing things the right way.
I was a cop for 12 years. I know all about getting bad orders. The difference between what you're told to do and what you know is right.
Tell me about it. So, how did you reconcile yourself with those kinds of orders?
I quit.
I'm 2 months away from the beach. I'm not quitting. But I respect your idealism.
It was a long time ago. I work for Interpol now.
Interpol, huh? Listen, off the record, I've been told to forego any unnecessary investigation. I want you to know it's not my idea of how things should be done.
Who told you to forego the investigation?
Men who spend more time making policies than arrests. They want the victim's husband, Johnny Gunn, ex-PMC operative. Heavily augmented.
All right. So if you're not comfortable with this, if you know things aren't being handled the way they should, why not do something about it?
I thought I just did. Just because my hands are tied doesn't mean Interpol can't conduct a parallel investigation. Crime scene's right over there, and Johnny lives just a couple of blocks from here.
I never said I was going to work your case for you.
Sure you did. Isn't that more or less the promise you made your little friend over there? She won't talk to a cop because she doesn't trust us. Smart girl. Look, my orders are to arrest the husband. You take a look around. Get to Johnny before my guys do. Who knows? Maybe we'll actually learn something.
Na,
I'll let you know what I find.
hát ez érdekes lesz. Az a parancsa, hogy
Interpol. Who do they think they are?
ennek a férjét kéne letartóztatni. De nem biztos, hogy...
Can't believe we got stuck down here.
Yeah, thought as much.
Ó, MP gránát darab.
Just because Montag trusts him doesn't mean I do. Away from the crime scene, sir.
ID card. Crafting bar.
I think he found something.
Egy törött szemüveg. Ez a nőé.
Wish we
Lehetett.
could just shoot any ugly.
Ó, Ez mi a fasz? Még egy bizonyítékot kéne szerválni.
Can't trust anyone. Something is going to push them into attacking us.
Ó. Egy tű.
This can't be happening.
Kurva kíváncsi vagyok, hogy a volt férje ölte meg, vagy nem a nőt, vagy a férje, vagy tudjátok, nem figyeltem, hogy volt férje, vagy a férje. Férje, azt hiszem. A rendőrfaszi parancsba kapta, hogy a férjét tartóztassa le, mint gyilkos, de valószínűleg nem a férje volt. De meglátjuk majd. Mi a hányás?
See that much anymore.
You want to hear another one? The clockman's clock is ticking.
Good one. Come on, let's blow this place. Elég sok ebbe a házba a szellőző, és... azt hittem, az egy gyenge pont. Pont jó emeleten vagyok.
The goal of the legislation is to ensure that they are as safe
Where you going?
Friends who are. And most of them are afraid to walk outside of their homes. 2, the level of hatred and suspicion.
Sure,
that
kick me while I'm
is
down.
horrifying. They want to...
You'd steal from me?
Well, there you have it, folks.
Did you bring anything to drink? You bust into a man's home, you should at least bring a drink.
Are you Johnny Gunn?
That's right. What do you want?
Have you heard about your wife?
Which one?
Excuse me?
I've been married a bunch of times. Which wife are we talking about?
Angela's dead.
Kedvesek leszünk.
Sorry to be the one to tell you. They found her body in an alley.
Yeah, well, you're not the one to tell me, so I appreciate your way of trying to break it to me, though. Do you know if she died quick or not?
No, I don't.
I hope so. Angie didn't deserve to suffer.
So you did know already.
Your detective friend called, told me to sit tight and wait for you, so here I am, sitting tight, being cooperative.
You don't seem too broken up about Angela's death. She was your wife, wasn't she?
Ex-wife. We were divorced.
Is that supposed to explain why you don't care?
People die. Whether or not I care is between me and my memories of them. It's got nothing to do with you.
You could still show some respect for the dead.
You've misinterpreted something. Angie's not the one I mean to be disrespectful to. You are. How I react to my ex-wife murder in front of you, the man accusing me of it, and how I react later when I'm alone, are two different things.
So the moment I leave, you're gonna start grieving, is that it?
Maybe. It's between me and Angela.
Anything else come to mind about Angela?
At night, her hair used to get in my nose and make it itchy. It was annoying, but nice. Made me feel human.
Where were you tonight?
I was out killing Angie. Doing whatever it is they did to her. That's what you think, isn't it?
I'm not accusing you of anything. I just want to know what happened.
Why? If anyone should want to track down the person who killed her, it should be me. But I choose not to. Case closed.
You don't care if her killer is caught or not?
No, I don't. I don't get off on vengeance. I say, let the bastard stir in his own damn guilt. Men who kill, I think they do it to get attention. They want to be caught. They want society to spank them just like their daddies did. Now, the real punishment for something like this is living with what you've done.
That's not how it works.
Why not?
For one, finding this killer will ensure they can't do it again. 2, society has a right to protect itself. And 3, where were you tonight?
In my apartment. Alone. No one but the cockroaches can confirm or deny shit. Convenient, right?
I am joined by the head of the Department of Sociology at Harvard, Dr. Stanfield Christensen. It is a pleasure.
Is that a bell tower patch on your jacket?
Yeah. So?
Let's just say I'm familiar with bell tower.
What does that mean? Familiar how?
I'm familiar with their retirement plan. Looks like they're treating you real well, Johnny.
Fuck you. I was in New South Wales, man. Hell, I'm still there. Probably gonna spend the rest of my life trying to get out. See, this is the price a man pays to no longer take orders. And something tells me you're not paying it.
Australia. You were there during the Civil War?
That's right. And that was only the beginning. Not my first choice, believe me, but, Bell Tower wasn't all that big on choice. Send you what they want, make you do what they want, replace parts of you whenever and however they want. Anyway, that was a long time ago.
It sounds like UN Resolution 3507 may be the solution the world is looking for. Thank you, Dr. Christensen.
You sure you didn't go anywhere tonight?
Kérdezzük még az alubi...
I went to the bathroom. Twice.
Még a
You've had a hard time
beltowerről.
adjusting to life after bell tower.
No more than anyone else.
I'm sure you won't mind if I look around.
Whatever you say.
Investors around the world today rejoiced at a decision by the Czech Republic to approve.
Felszedjünk minden szart, amit fel lehet.
Where you going? Hey, asshole! You can't go in there! Where you going?
Deadly infectious disease. I'm at the center of some disturbing health news right now. The most significant of them, in terms of human cases and death toll, is an antibiotic-resistant strain of tuberculosis that has been World health officials are scrambling to contain the outbreak, even as...
Prekászka. megyünk a lépcsőn.
So you are certain you do not want in on this job? What part?
Не можу се дочекати.
Makes you think we're friends.
Utazzunk szépen!
Doch, laddie, like I am not a citizen here.
SM-10.
I thought it was around here somewhere.
Na, beszélgessünk.
By the way, I told Daria to go home. I really don't think she saw anything.
All right, I have some questions about the murder.
Before we go any further with this, I need you to know something about Johnny Gunn. He's not a good man. I may not like how my bosses are targeting him, but that doesn't mean he's innocent. So, you know, just make sure you're here for the right reasons.
Why else would I be here?
I don't want this to turn into some kind of crusade. Bad men do bad things. In a perfect world, we arrest them for the right reasons, but, well, the world's not always perfect.
I'm here because I don't like the idea of someone killing people right outside my window. Maybe he's out there right now, targeting that poor witness. Or maybe he's just looking for any chance to do it again.
Fair enough, Mr. Interpol.
Do you know if the victim had any enemies?
I know she and Johnny didn't get along. Other than that, I really couldn't tell you.
Were you able to get anything out of the witness? Sounded like she might have seen something.
Who? Little Miss Mousy? I was under the impression Daria was your domain. Apparently, I'm not good enough to talk to.
Tell me about the victim's husband, Johnny.
He used to work for a private military company, Bell Tower. He's been arrested for all sorts of things in the past. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe in evidence. But I also believe in playing the odds. 9 times out of 10, the husband did it.
Why are your superiors so eager to pin Johnny for murder? It's gotta be more than just not liking the guy.
Standard policy for guys like Johnny. The way they see it, you send a man like him into Golem City, and he's liable to go off the grid, end up with Ark or God knows who. He becomes 10 times more trouble than he's worth. But if they can charge him with something big, something like murder, well, suddenly he's no trouble at all.
Did the killer leave anything behind? Does anything strike you as odd?
I don't know. It's a murder, you know? Doesn't matter if you look at it sideways or upside down. It's never going to look normal.
Van új lehetünk. Mi ez? Kivették az augmentjét.
I found a broken needle stuck in the victim's shoulder. The killer might have drugged Angela before killing her.
Maybe, but keep in mind she was an AUG. Don't you all have to shoot up that new pause shit? Let's go for the obvious before jumping to any wild conclusions.
Jó.
I'm assuming you know her augments were harvested. The marks on her body make it seem like the killer knew exactly what he was doing, knew exactly what he wanted.
The way you said that just now.
What about it?
The way you described the AUG removal. And before, you mentioned a broken needle in the right shoulder?
That's right.
It reminds me, you know. There was this cop, Smolinski. He used to work in this neighborhood. He had this theory about a copycat. Someone acting just like a dead killer named, Svobotka.
You think there's a connection to another case?
I don't know yet. But I remember him mentioning something about needles and AUG removal. Smolinski died in the police station bombing. Whatever files he had would have been moved into temp storage across the street from the bombed out station. Who knows? Maybe it's nothing.
Na, új
I found a print on
lenyomat.
Angela's neck, next to the contusion marks. It's a partial, so I don't think we can match it to anything. But at least we know the killer left something, and that she was strangled.
Huh, a fingerprint. I must have missed that one. This is exactly the kind of evidence I'm talking about. No way Johnny could squirm his way out of something like that. If only we could link it to him.
Anything I should know about the scene? Anything jump out at you?
The dismembered body jumps out at me. Keep in mind, I've been behind a desk for the last 12 years. It all jumps out at me.
I found this press ID on the victim.
Okay, enlighten me. We care about this... why?
Angela Gunn was a journalist. Maybe this is work-related. Maybe she uncovered something she wasn't supposed to.
Maybe. I don't know.
I found this piece of
Na,
glass near
törött
the body.
szemüvegre mit
Pair of
mond a
broken
szöveg?
glasses, maybe?
I don't know what to tell you. We're in the back alley of a major city. There's bound to be broken glass.
Jó, az esély.
I found what looks like a grenade fragment. EMP by the looks of it. Killer might have used this to incapacitate her.
Interesting. Johnny wouldn't need an EMP to take down his wife. Riot police use EMPs to re-establish public order around here. With all the AUG riots, anti-AUG riots, it wouldn't surprise me if that's all it was. Still, interesting.
Azt mondja, a rendőröknek van EMP-jük errefelé.
I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder.
That's good news. My bosses are eager to know why I haven't arrested Johnny yet.
Actually, there's something I need to check first. I don't want to accuse the wrong man.
Don't overthink it.
Na. Ez opcionál. Ezt meg kell csinálni. Itt egy halott Janinak az aktái vannak. Elméletileg. Mert volt már valami hasonló dolog. Talán leutánoztak egy régebbi ügyet, vagy valami ilyesmi. Úgyhogy elmegyünk oda. Szerintem nem a férje volt, de tudja a fasz. Ide megyünk. Kíváncsi vagyok, hogy itt mi lesz ebből. Szerintem nem a férje volt a gyilkos.
Man, did you hear Lazarus is late? He says the Illuminati.
Baszki, azt se tudtam mi a szar. Csinál ilyen csúnyán.
Wouldn't treat a dog like that. Great.
Kež bychom tak mohli zastřelit každýho auga, co uvidíme.
We're in this together.
V noci se tohle místo promění, že jo? Vylejzají ven neviditelní lidi.
And then he started crying. Can you believe it?
No.
Hezký město, že jo?
Minden oficernő.
Leze mi to tady krkem.
I'll let you know if I see anything.
Očekává se, že na seznam poboček přibude Ostrava, Olomouc, Zlín a Kladno. Korporátní banka Palisáda se sídlem v Praze je největší bezpečnostní korporátní archivní.
Van egy olyan minden gyanú, hogyha benyúlok ehhez, akkor itt rám jönnek minden franc.
You heard about the UN revolution? The old one?
Jen pokračuj.
Hogy lehetne ezt? Tehát 1-es, 1-es, 2-es, 1-es, 2-es, 1-es, 1-es, 2-es.
Nemám ti co dalšího říct.
I'll stay alert. Do not worry.
2 1-es.
You see the way the citizens are looking at us?
2 2-es.
Do toho mě nezatahuj.
Ebbe 3 1-es megyek, akkor erre fogunk nyomulni. Mondjuk jó lenne itt jönni, mert ha ez elszabadul, akkor ezekkel be tudom baszni.
Nejradši by nás roztrhali na kusy.
No one is
Anomaly detected.
trace program initiated. Access granted.
Kaptam egy kis kreditet, 100-at. Mi a fasz ez?
Co chceš, abych ti dával hlášení každých pár minut?
We're in this together. You seeing anything yet?
Zůstaň na hlídce.
Ez kb. Rólam szól. Nem.
Nech toho. Nikoho to nezajímá.
Ó. Nem, ez nem rólam szól, még nem követtem.
Nasrálo, že jsi vyfasoval tuhle tu šichtu.
Eltűnt a macskája.
Jedná se o první velkou expanzi této banky od augovského incidentu a od druhou od roku 2025.
Takhle jsme sem přišli o 2 roky později.
I'm just going to keep walking.
Smrt přitáhla mezinárodní pozornost, dokud nevyšlo najevo, že se snažila získat přístup k účtům klientů.
Nézzünk le. Mi a fasznak vannak itten? Zárkák. Ez nem police station elméletileg. Érdekes. De hol van a notesze, bazd meg? Gránátvető, MP gránát. Itt van Smolinskinek, most nyitottam ki a kis izéjét. Ez egy másik csaj. Itt is leszették az augokat. Nézzük csak. Harvester copycat victim 4. Johnny Wolf, Aka Jasmine 31. Club Asimo. Augmented Striptease Club. Prostituált, talán. Alkoholista volt, vagy kigyógyult alkoholista? Ez fingom nincs, mit jelent. MP gránát nyom, igen, augmented victim, augment, leszették az augmentjeit, kászkába találták meg a testét. Ez valami, nem tudom, drog lehet, fingom nincs. Részleges súlylenyomat a nyakon. Nem drogozva volt. Ez fingom nincs, mi ez? Jó. Innen elméletileg kivettem mindent. Nyomunk el egy ilyet. Hol vagy side mission?
should head out for a quick break.
Na, beszéljünk Montággal.
All I am saying is there is surely more to the story.
You think the police are bothered by those Tarvos guys?
The security guards for the bank?
Sok itt az utatgatás.
Like I am not a citizen here.
Dává větší smysl, že ten bombový útočník byl v Praze, než v Dole.
Enjoying yourself, detective.
I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder.
That's good news. My bosses are eager to know why I haven't arrested Johnny.
Jó, ezt már egyszer elmondtad. Nem megyünk Johnny.
The truth is, we're not even close. Not yet.
Why do you say that? What about Johnny? The more I think about all this, the more I can't shake the feeling. Johnny Gunn killed his wife.
This was the work of a harvester copycat. This isn't some domestic dispute gone horribly wrong. It's part of something bigger. Someone's out there pretending to be a dead serial killer.
I see you looked into that old case I pointed you toward.
The MO is a perfect match. I read the notes and I compared them to this murder. The two victims were killed by the same person, I'm sure of it.
All right, let's say that's true. That doesn't necessarily exclude Johnny. It just means he's killed more than one person.
I'm just telling you what I found.
No, you're interpreting what you found. Trying to sway my opinion. But if you really want to convince me of something, you need to keep talking.
Remember that partial print I found on the victim's throat?
What about it?
Johnny Gunn hasn't had fingerprints since the Australian Civil War. His hands are made of alloy. If he had strangled her, he wouldn't have left a smudge.
Alloy, huh? Shit. So, where does that leave us exactly?
We followed the evidence we had. This is where it led us.
You mean nowhere?
I'm not sure exactly. I think a lot of the pieces are there. They're just not ready to be put together. Not yet.
All right. That should be enough for me to get the rope off Johnny's neck. But it doesn't help me solve anything, does it? I mean, unless we learn more, there's no one I can drag in for this.
Let's just hope learning more doesn't mean having to meet over another dead body.
Hey, rookie! Get over here! It's time
Who
to
do they
wrap
think
this
they
up.
are?
All right, let's call it a night. Get someone to pick her up.
What do we do about Johnny Gunn?
Forget him for now. Forget everything.
Meg is lenne a küldi. Meg bizonyám. Ötös. 5-ös, akkor valahol még van egy SM6 789.
Sir?
I have...
Jó, következő side mission-t fogjuk tolni. Na, mit lökjünk be? Ezt belökjük. 2 kell hozzá. Akkor nem lökjük be. Mit lökjünk be? Ez kemény cucc, ehhez is 2-esével kell a cula. Legyen ez. Ja, hogy az már bent van. Meg ez is, meg ez is. Jó, ezt válasszuk.
No idea who did this, and neither do you. That makes...
Daria, are you there?
Is that you, neighbor? Are you checking up on me? It's very sweet. Are there any leads?
I don't know who killed Angela Gunn, but I do know it wasn't an isolated case.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
No, but it's the truth. Just try to be careful, keep a low profile. If anything happens, if you ever think you're in danger, you know how to reach me.
Thank you, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Van egy olyan érzésem, hogy ez még nincs befejezve, ez az ügy. Hová kell menni ide? Kíváncsi vagyok ezekre a rejtett augmentes dolgokra.
I'd rather go see the Bloom exhibit instead of some damn movie.
There's got to be some way to get off this job.
So, can't even trust the department.
No. Streets are clear for now.
Itt ezt én építettem. Itt már jártunk egyszer, de akkor nem találtam a házba semmit. Érdekes, lementjük. Itt, ha jól emlékszem, itt van pár item, amit meg lehetne pattintani. Szoftver. Egy helyre kell bemenni, és az így szépen egyenesen lesz. Ja nem, az ott nem egy vonalban meg. Itt akkor így nem tudom, hogy lesz. Várjunk már ezt. be se lehet menni, oda nem is erre kell kezdeni. Muszáj erre jöjjek így.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Mi a fasz? Mi a fasz? Valaki megfigyelt, bazd meg. Mi az icsa-picsa van itten? Ezek megfigyeltek, bassza meg a szájukat. Ott a kép a klinikáról. Hát... kis pocsogok.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Hát elsütünk erre át, mert kurvára nem látom, hogy itt hova kéne eljutni. Hát... 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 3, jó, ez a rövidebbi út.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Bazd meg. Beriasztott. Mindegy. Nem borítottam le, hál' Istennek.
Seraph, I found Orlov. He's dead.
What? Are you sure it's him?
Well, technically I never met him before. I did, however, meet a doctor who looks just like him in Alaska. In that clinic I told you about? His name then was McFadden.
Christ, Adam. What exactly happened to you in that clinic?
I don't know. I was in the coma ward. It was run by the World Health Organization. Facility 451. Can you dig into it?
Of course.
I'm gonna search this body in the apartment and see what I can find.
Ez be van zárva. De hát, ha meg tudjuk bütykölni.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Ilyen gyorsan lejár, bazd meg. Ez az, sehol semmi eszköz. In progressbe van. De én akkor is fel akarom ezt törni. Ha. De tudunk mi craftolni multitot, nem is kerül olyan sokba. Még egy próbát megér.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Ojoj. Nem borulsz le, bazd meg. Bár hátra nem kell visszajönni. Jó, nézzük meg ezt is. Na, stiltem nincsen, overclockom van csak. Datascanem.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Jó. Mennek el fel a százakat érő szoftverek, és ez nem tetszik nekem. Ez mi a faszom? Lézer célzó. Ó, rossz gombot nyomtam. Ezen mit lehet nyomolni? Damage, ammo capacity, rate of fire-t, laser muzzle. Dismount laser. Jelenleg nincs rá szükségem. Másik helyen szó esett egy safe-ről, de nem láttam a házban olyasmit, szóval érdekes. Na, mivel a side missionök per pillanat in progress-ben vannak, ezt csináljuk először. Ez itt van a közelben. Szétnézzük a főnök bácsinak a házikójában, mert gyanús nekünk. Igen, ezt a házat már ismerem. Várjunk egy szóra, erre kell jönni. Ez azt jelenti, hogy a másik oldalon lesz. Ez ezeknek is itt kell baszni a rezet. Itt is jártam. Nincs kütyümütyünk, de meg tudjuk hackelni. És észrevesznek, mert 5-ös.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
X-Base 150. Igen, ha a database részt elfoglaljuk, akkor kapunk ilyen random dolgokat.
The man keeps a tight shift.
What do you expect? He's former SAS. Military life will make a neat freak out of anyone. If he's got secrets in there, Adam, they'll be well hidden.
Everyone's got to tell. I just need to know more about him to understand his.
Aggressive cure. Sources inside R&D campus tell me become obsolete before they can even reach infected areas.
Nézzünk szét itt lent. Semmi extra. Szellőző se semmi. Nézzük meg a gépét. Meg, hányat kell itt ki. Úristen, hány ilyen kaptúros van. Ezt nem is arra kell. Ezt kell erre, azt arra.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Alex, just hacked Miller's computer. There's some heavy stuff going on in his personal life, but nothing incriminating.
Keep looking. We may not get another chance at this.
Sok pia van oda lent. Egy hidden compartment van, de hol lehet itt bemenni oda? Van egy safe is. Ide fönt kell legyen még valami. De mi? Szarok. Hoppácska.
You find anything in that apartment yet?
It's like you said, Miller keeps his secrets well hidden. But I'm looking.
Mi a faszomat nem látok?
Here are our top stories. Investors around the world today rejoiced at a decision by the Czech Republic to approve expansion plans for the Palisade Bank Corporation. Located in Prague, the bank's
Ez
iconic
érdekes,
facility
nagyon
holds a
érdekes. Hoppá, ott van valami. Ez mi? Még egy laser targeting system. De hogy lehet oda bejutni? Mit nem látok? Sehol semmi jele semminek. Hogy lehet oda bemenni? Bazd meg, hihetetlen. Semmi kábel nem látszott, de bejöttünk, fassa.
I think I got something, Alex. Miller's NSN access card. He must have left it behind when he logged into his second computer.
His second computer? Anything incriminating on it?
Haven't checked it yet. But I'm starting to think the only way we'll learn more is by hearing all of that NSN conversation.
Shit, man, that's risky. But we may have to.
Why? You find something on VersaLife?
It ain't good. Meet me in the small courtyard near TF-29. I'll explain.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Oh. Azt a kurva! Mi ez itt? Labirintus 10 000, 100 000, 20 000, 50 000. El kell foglaljam ezt? Komolyan? Nem, ezt kell elfoglalni, és innen tudok tovább jönni.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Jó. Ezt hagyjuk. Nem. V. Multitool. Gázgránát, 106 kredit, és egy kis paket secretary. Na lássuk. Ez a Palisade bankban van. Fasza! TF-29 mellett kell Vegával találkozni. Magasan vagyunk, nem ugrunk akkor le. Hol kell itt kimenni?
That's not bad.
Užíváte si vyhlídku?
Alex, you here?
Hey, thanks for being quick. Didn't want to be seen hanging around by myself for too long in case you got held up.
I can be a gentleman, sometimes. You said you got something on VersaLife.
Yeah, a couple of months back, a research assistant was found dead in the Rukaseka Beach facility. Special Projects Division. She was poisoned, just like Rucker.
She. You got her name?
Anik Norstad. Why? You know somebody there?
Doesn't matter. Forget it.
I can't stand VersaLife, Adam. Back when I was flying for Bell Tower in Panama, I stumbled into deep shit with them. They're the reason I've got a target on my back. They told my bosses to kill me.
If they're involved in this, we'll get them. We just need to know what this is. Rucker gave me this before he died. Said it could prove ARC is being set up. The email on it reads like activation orders to me.
Where'd he get it? Whose is it?
I've got a suspect in mind, but nothing to prove it. Until I do, can you get Janus or one of your Juggernaut friends to backtrace the IP address?
Yeah, man, no problem. Listen, about VersaLife. The information we found on Nordstat was buried deep. No police report, no autopsy. Just a footnote on an insurance claim, calling it an industrial accident.
She was working with dangerous pathogens, wasn't she?
Supposedly. Janus thinks there's more to it. He's the one who found the report. Said it was off.
Off how?
Lots of blank spaces and missing details. Didn't really go into it.
And you didn't think to ask, did you?
Are you saying I fucked up?
I'm saying Janus thinks a lot of things, and somehow always manages to find the answer when nobody else can. You don't find that odd?
I find it reassuring. The Collective has people everywhere gathering all kinds of intel. But Janus is what holds us together, helps us make sense of it. He picks the signal out of the static.
And yet you've never met him.
Nobody meets Janus. Nobody even knows where he is, who he is, hell, even what he is. You get used to it after a while. For me, the key thing is what he finds. Nordstat was poisoned, Adam, just like Rucker. Are we looking at some kind of bioweapon here?
Miller's access card might help us find out.
How? I don't follow you.
NSN exchanges are stored in the system's cloud memory. If I log in as Miller using his access card, I might be able to play back more of that conversation he had with the bosses.
Shit, Adam, this isn't like planting a bug. You have to actually use the chair. For a while. If anyone catches you.
It's a risk I'm willing to take.
Your call. but I want to be plugged in and listening the whole time you're in there. Just be careful, man. Call me when you've accessed the machine.
Oh, hello.
Beülünk az okos székbe. Bácsinak az irodájába. Igen, igen. Ugye nem láttátok, hogy bejöttem, nem? Jó, fasza. És beülünk a nagy székbe.
Alex, I'm in. Anything I need to know before I start up this chair?
Every NSN is different, man, so I'm not sure what to expect. I'm guessing you'll end up in some kind of virtual conference room. No one else should be in there.
And if they are?
They'll see you as Miller, so say something snippy and log off.
Okay.
Ajaj.
Where do I find these stored conversations?
How if I know? This is your plan. But holographic recordings take up a lot of virtual memory, so you may have to look in several places.
I'll just have to play it by ear.
Exactly. The whisper chip is still in place, though, so we'll both know when you've done it. Good luck, Adam.
This is different.
Na azt itt mi a jó szart kell csinálni? Le kell üldögélni egy székhez. Nem úgy néz ki. Mi a fasz kell itt csinálni? Hoppács. Azt nem tudom ez, hogy működik. Mikor belemegy a vona a izébe, akkor lehet kinyitni. Bassza. Ó, de ügyes vagyok. És hol a többi data tower? Ó, 3-at látok már egyből. Hoppácska. Ezt valahogy ott le kéne kapcsolni, nem tudom hogy. Még lejjebb lehet menni. Na baszki, mi van itten? Labirintus, na ezt nem annyira komálom. Ott kinyitottam valamit. Kinyitottam valamit, de hogy miket pingom nincsen. Támot, ezt elvisszük itten. A faszomat csinálsz, bazd meg. Ide be, fel. Így. És itt is vagyunk ennél. Oda, hiába ugrok át. Feljöttünk ide. Ugyan ide jutottunk, de ez még mindig nincsen nyitva. Érdekes. Nincs, hogy itt most mi van. Még kettőt kéne meghekkelni, ha jól láttam. Gyönyörű, az már nem lát. Ez is megvan. Az, hogy a faszomba fogom meghekkelni. Ez kurva jó kérdés. Mi a faszom ez? Most megyek, de fingom nincs, hogy hova. Hoppácska! Gyönyörűséges. Itt át fogok tudni ugrani, vagy valami ilyesmi. Jó, de ez most mire van itt? Hoppá! Beestem egy lyukon. Ó, igen, megvan az út. Bassza.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on ARC.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at VersaLife, Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send the reports if you want me to prove it. Because ARC doesn't operate in North America.
Place call Hong Kong Alpha 10 priority message. We've got a problem. Miller wants to see a report on the break-in.
What break-in?
The one your San Francisco research facility is supposed to have any day now.
What? What exactly did you tell him? Never mind. I'll take care of it. In fact, it may even help me clean up a related incident. What have you heard from our man inside ARC?
Not much. He has to be careful transmitting. Rucker may be onto him.
Then it's time for him to use the orchid. Tell him.
Killing Rucker. Are you sure it's a good idea? I mean, it'll certainly make things easier during Phase 2, but...
Are you doubting me, Joseph?
I'm merely concerned that the rest of the council might not like your call. They seem less cohesive these days.
Rucker's death may upset some of them. But at this juncture, Brown is the only person we pay attention to. Once Rucker is dead, I'm positive he's going to make his move. Do it!
End call. Alex, did you get all that?
Hell yeah. Don't tell me this isn't the proof we're looking for, Adam. This is big. Janus needs to hear it.
I want to talk to him this time. Set it up. Let me know where.
It'll have to be somewhere safe. Leave the task force when you can, and I'll contact you with a location.
Adam, what are you doing in here?
Nem is tudom.
Suppose I could ask you the same thing, Delara.
I'm worried about Vince Black, the head of our organized crime division. I was leaving a message for Director Miller asking if he's heard from him.
Black's still deep undercover inside the Diwali organization, isn't he?
The kind of deep that can be hard to swim back from sometimes, yeah. He's supposed to meet with me once a week so I can bring him back into the shallows, only he never showed for our first meeting.
From what I know of the Diwali, their influence extends outside of the Czech Republic. Maybe he's out of town.
Maybe. Maybe you could find out?
Sure. I think I can do some digging around for you. When was the last time you heard from him?
First and last time was in his office a few days ago. He seemed antsy, kind of nervous that I was there, you know?
Well, then maybe I'll poke around his office a little while I'm here.
Why stop now, right? Well, listen, Adam, Lyon's waiting on my initial batch of reports, and I'm sure Director Miller wouldn't be too pleased to find us standing in his office, so... Unless there's something else, I think this is where I'll check out.
Mi van?
You mentioned Leon is expecting your first batch of reports. You don't answer to Director Miller?
I'm a civilian employee, specializing in habituating deep cover operatives.
You're not an agent. So why did you choose to work with badges?
I started out working for LIM International, helping patients cope with the emotional strain of augmentation. After the incident, I needed to change my focus. Interpol was looking, so I moved my clinic to the public sector.
So you answer directly to Joseph Manderley?
It was Joe's idea to get a psychological clinic up and running inside our field offices. But listen, Adam, I have a small mountain of agent files to process, so if there isn't anything else...
Is there anything in Black's psyche, Val, that leads you to believe he's capable of maybe undermining the task force? Is there a chance he's gone off reservation?
Human beings are predisposed to damaging everything they come into contact with. Of course he's capable. As am I. As are you.
So these evaluations you conduct with him, they're useless in determining a course of action he might take?
I don't have a crystal ball. And Black's last eval predates my arrival here. Nonetheless, it's still helping me understand what he's dealing with on a subconscious level. That he may be in trouble. I wish I had something more concrete for you to go on.
Joe, huh? Sounds like you and Manderley are close.
We're close because I used his first name?
Well, you said you joined TF-29 after the incident. I assume that maybe you and Manderley started together when the task force was launched.
No. I arrived after Joe did. Look, Adam, we should probably get out of here, don't you think?
Yeah, you're probably right. I am curious, though, where Manderley came from exactly. Heard he jumped over quite a few heads to get to the big chair at TF-29. Must have some pretty influential friends pulling strings.
Why the interest in our boss?
I'd just like to know who everyone is.
If Joe had help, I'm sure it was from people who share his vision for what this task force could become. Anyway, listen, I really do think it's best if we get out of Miller's office before he returns, so if you'll excuse me...
I have many friends who are, and most of them are afraid to walk outside.
I've managed to track Vince all the way to the Repertory Cinema yesterday at noon, but the camera doesn't show him going out. There must have been another exit. You need somebody there? How should I know?
It's just chatter on top of chatter.
Jerk the next hour, but I didn't recognize anyone. It's been too long, even for Black.
Bomba, ami besötétíti az ablakot. Nincs. Drága Berlin.
Investors around the world today rejoice at the decision by the Czech Republic to approve expansion. The most secure data archiving vaults in the world. Cutting-edge security measures have protected the sensitive secrets of mega corporations and influential individuals since privacy laws first passed.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Delara, I'm in Vince's office. I think I have a lead. An appointment Vince made with an informant.
That sounds promising, Adam. You willing to follow up?
Only way to find out what happened to him.
If something happened to him. Let's not assume the worst just yet.
Ebben a 7-es. Már csak a 6-os mellé küldi kéne. Jól mondom, 2-es, 3-as folyamatban, 4-es, 5-ös, 10-es megvan. Megvan a 7-est, most bütyköljük. Kéne a 6-os, 8-as, 9-es még.
Howard Chang was hexed.
The original digital rock.
De azt hiszem ennyi volt a munka mára. Innen fogjuk folytatni a következő részben. Csácsumi csőtészta mindenkinek.